Today on the Freemasonry Report, you don't need experience to be a Worshipful Master. Coming from a past master of a Blue Lodge. Now let me get started. My brothers, I would like to let you know, if this video is making you explode and you can't control yourself, feel free to leave a comment in the comments below before you even watch the video. For the brothers that actually have subdued their passions, I hope you enjoy the episode. Hello, my brothers. I want to thank you for tuning into this episode of the Freemasonry Report. We have a good one. Why experience to be Worshipful Master is not necessary. We're going to cover it today. I'm going to start really quick with the basic understanding of what experience is. Experience is when you have an opportunity to learn and grow from something that happens in your life. Now, why you don't need experience to be Worshipful Master is, as a Master Mason, you have a lot of experiences already, and because you have those experiences, you actually are getting ready to be the Worshipful Master. Now, I really don't like the word experience, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it's too much of a buzzword, my brothers. It's too much like, oh, I have experience. It feels almost political. It feels driven, like you're trying to get yourself elected into a position. And when you say, I have experience, instantaneously, you lose all credibility with me. And here's why. How can someone have only one experience and be able to actually sit in the East? It's not possible. You need to have a lot of experiences. So with that being said, it's important to look at the brothers that have experiences. I'm going to break down those experiences for you right now, what you look for when you are looking to have a future Worshipful Master candidate in waiting to go to the East. Let's get started. The first experiences group you want to have is actually a very simple one. It's called trust. Do you trust this brother? It's a yes or no question. There's no wrong answer, but you need to really dig down. As a brother, you can like that brother, you can be a brother to that brother, but in a leadership position, have you spent time with that brother, and has that brother spent time with you to actually show and grow trust? Do you have trust? Is he a leader that exudes trust? This is one of the experiences that you should have with a future Worshipful Master. If you don't have these experiences and he doesn't have these experiences with you, then he should not be in the East. And if he says, I have experience, run away. Don't walk. Run away from that individual. That's a brother, because he obviously doesn't. Number two, what experiences do you need to have with a brother to get ready for him to be in the East for your Blue Lodge? Well, number one thing I would say you need to do for the second thing is hang out. Do you hang out together? Do you spend time together? Do you talk on the phone with each other, or don't you? These are experiences you need to have. Why is this experiences important? Well, it shows that you can communicate with each other, that you can talk to each other, that you can make things happen with each other, and you're not afraid to talk. You're not afraid to bring up the tough subjects. When I was in the East, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was in the East, I had to sit down with the incoming Grand Master of the state of Florida because there was a concern, and it was a very uncomfortable position to have to sit down and have a conversation with that individual and with another lodge officer. But you know what? I sucked it up and I did it. And you know what? That gave me experiences, and that gave the future Grand Master of the state of Florida experiences, and now we have a better friendship with each other. And that goes a long way. Now, that's important, because that's one example of experiences that you need to have with your brother. And it could be any brother. I use the top brother of the state to make a point, but now I'm going to use another example to make this point more too. I enjoy having steak. I don't know if you know this, my brothers, but steaks are like my jam. It's right up there with breakfast. If you say, hey, we're having breakfast, I'm pretty excited. You saying we're having steak, you probably see me show up to your lodge meeting. I'm just going to be honest. So with that being said, you need to think about hanging out with the individual brothers. How does it feel when you hang out together? Are you communicating with each other on the level, literally on the level? Can he subdue his passions when he's just a brother, or is he not able to do either one of those when he's just a brother, and therefore you and him know maybe he needs more experiences before he goes to the East? Okay, the third option that you have when you look at the experiences and not the experiences, is you want to look at the experiences that this brother has done degrees together with you and with the fraternity. Because you can say, oh, I have experience. How many degrees has he, the brother that wants to be the Worshipful Master one day, actually done with you in any capacity? He doesn't have to be sitting in the East. There's a misnomer that if he doesn't sit in the East, he's not a great Worshipful Master. How many degrees, how active is he in Lodge if he wants to be the future Worshipful Master? How many degrees has he been with you? Has he done with you? How many courtesy degrees has he done for other lodges? How many degree competitions has he participated in with you or with the district? How many training sessions has he done for getting ready for degrees? These are serious questions. This is what you need to look at, because you could say, I have experience, brother says, I have experience. I sat in a lodge where there was a degree. Or you could say, I have experience. I did like 20 degrees with my brothers. Those are experiences, because each one of those experiences envelop a brother to understand on a much more deeper level the purpose of the different appointed and the stations in the degree, and gives him a better understanding of fulfilling not only the candidate side of the degree or the brother side of the degree, but the actual people that put on the degree. And those experiences are invaluable to help make that brother be more connected to the lodge and the lodge craft. Number 4, we're going on to now more experiences you need to have with a brother that wants to be in the East. Now, if he says, I have experience, run away, keep on running away. When you're probably like, why are you saying run away? Because it's a buzzword, it's a catchword, it's something that you put on your resume to say, I have experience. And you list all these different things on your resume that's paper only. Experiences are when someone makes a mistake. I am a big fan of my business of failure leadership. Failure leadership is where I help people grow and I help lead them by allowing them to fail, and allowing them to fail with epic proportions, because the bigger the failure is, they will not make the same mistake twice. How can you have experience if you are not willing to share the experiences of your failures so you can grow from it, but also all the brothers in the lodge can grow for it so they don't make the same mistake twice? Because obviously we know what incompetence is. It's when someone may keep someone making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over again without making a change. That's incompetence. And because we want to make sure someone's not incompetent and they have experience, well, how do you know? Where they have experiences, they can talk about these different experiences in a logical way and share the knowledge and the wisdom from those failures that they can bring to the craft to make the craft better in the future. So experiences are a big deal to me, and not experience. And I kind of like said that over and over again. I'm just going to pound it on the ground, because hopefully people that watch this video that are my brothers know that they should stop using the word experience, and they should look at anyone that comes to them, even in business world, personal worlds that have experience, like really question them, get to know them better in a deeper level. The next one that I want to bring up is confidence. Do you have experiences with the brothers that say they want to be in the East in the future, that deliver and exude confidence in the lodge to actually motivate people around them and get them inspired to do things for the lodge, in the lodge, because the lodge needs to have those things happen for it to be successful? Does he have the confidence to say no to people? Does he have the confidence to say yes to good ideas and no to bad ideas, and willing to listen to every different point of the conversation so he can make the best decision with the most wisdom possible for the betterment of the craft? Does he have confidence? Only experiences with him will show that. Now, if he says, I have experience, I have confidence, well, really? Really? Have you seen it? Have I seen it? Has anyone seen it? We don't know. Only experiences will show that. And those experiences go a long way. What other experiences are very important? Well, the other experiences that I think are very useful is, what appendant bodies is this brother part of or not part of? What is his philosophy on getting involved in appendant bodies? What experience has he talked to you about with those appendant bodies? Has he tried to recruit you? Has he not tried to recruit you? Does he talk about it? Does he not talk about it? This is a very key indicator if he's going to be a strong Worshipful Master or a weak one. He could say, I have experience. I'm in the Scottish Rite. Great. You're in the Scottish Rite. Wonderful. Or he could turn around and say, I have amazing experience with the brothers in the Scottish Rite. I really recommend you come out to our reunion. We have them twice a year and we go through the degrees, and I think you would be a great Scottish Rite member. Why don't we sit down and have a cup of coffee and I tell you more about the Scottish Rite and the fun times I have in it, and how we're raising money for the Scottish Rite Foundation and all the good educational elements of the Scottish Rite offers. That's a different conversation. One is very like period to the point. The other one is more fulfilling, meat on the bone. And experiences give you a leader with meat on the bone. Now you want to look at what appendant bodies is he part of. Does he talk about the appendant bodies? Does he like appendant bodies? Does he not like appendant bodies? Why does he like dependent bodies? Why does he like dependent bodies? Which ones does he like the best? Which one does he like the best? My personal example, I got involved in Freemasonry and I made a commitment every 5 years I would join a different appendant body. So I have something to look forward to because when I joined, I was young. I was 22, 23 years old. I actually made my lodge the youngest lodge in the state of Florida because the bell curve, we had someone that was over 100 years old, and having a 20-year-old come in brought the bell curve way down, way, way down. We became the youngest lodge in the state just like that when I became a Master Mason. So you want to really take a hard look and have those conversations, talk with him, get to know him as a brother, get to know him as a friend, and really make that next step of decision making to say, how is he overall, holistically as a Freemason? And finally, the last one, I kind of alluded to it just a moment ago, is actually friendship. Friendship is the key, in my opinion, more than anything else in Freemasonry. Are you friends? Does he build friends easy? Does he get along with other people? Or is he someone that is not so easy to get along with? Is he talkative? Is he shy? Is he introverted? Is he extroverted? Is he quick-witted? Or is he kind of have a dry sense of humor? These are things that you want to know as a friend, because if they're going to be leading your brotherhood in the future, those experiences, those friendships are only going to solidify the base of strength you can have to get things done in the East. Because anyone could say, I have experience in the East, but if you have the friendships to back you up, everybody wants to see their friend be successful. And that friend is your brother. So I recommend, starting at the end of this video, take a moment, regroup, call the brother up and say, hey bro, how are you doing? Just as a friend. Okay, with that being said, if you enjoy the Freemasonry Report, click like and subscribe. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Tumblr, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Patreon if you want to make a quick donation. I always like getting a cup of coffee. I drink instant coffee, so I can get a whole bunch if you give me $5 or $10 over there. I'm doing this at pretty much no cost. All the hosting I'm covering. So don't think I'm going to make $1 million doing this. Not even monetized by any of the channels at all. So with that being said, I hope you brothers stay happy, stay positive, enjoy all the things the fraternity is doing online during this quarantine, and remember, stay healthy and enjoy the fraternity. Be safe. God bless.